As the first rays of sunlight shyly peek from behind the Truong Son Range, Mang Den gradually emerges through the thin mist like an inkwash painting. Clouds drift lazily over pine-covered slopes, while the highland chill blends with the scent of the forest to create a scene of rare tranquility. Amidst this setting, the resonant sound of gongs rises deep and majestic, carrying far on the breeze. These sounds do not merely echo through the mountains and forests, they touch the hearts of all who hear them. For the Ba Na, Gie Gie Trieng, and other ethnic communities inhabiting the land of Kon Tum, the gong is far more than a musical instrument. It is the voice of ancestors and a bridge connecting humanity with the divine and the natural world. Every beat of the gong carries prayers for bountiful harvests, health, peace, and happiness for the village. Every ancient tree, every small stream, and every wrong house holds stories passed down through countless generations. The vast wilderness is not merely a place where people live, it is the soul of an ancient culture. If Laos boasts the legendary Mekong, Kon Tum is home to the Dak Bla, a unique river that flows from east to west, a rarity in Vietnam. At dawn, a thin layer of mist still blankets the water. Dugout canoes glide gently across the surface, carrying locals as they begin a new day of work. There is no urban rush here, only the steady rhythm of paddles, the calls of birds, and the water rippling beneath the strokes. Spanning the river is the Kon Klor Suspension Bridge, a symbol of Kon Tum City. Nearby stands the Kon Klor wrong house, its soaring roof rising majestically against the blue sky. These two structures serve as witnesses to the passage of time, linking the riverbanks and connecting the past with the present. The Dak Bla River does more than just carry silt to nourish the fields, it also nurtures the memories of generations of local people. Life unfolds gently and simply, much like the river itself, flowing quietly through the years. In the heart of Kon Tum City, the wooden church stands out with a beauty that is both ancient and unique. Constructed entirely from precious wood, and featuring Romanesque architecture blended with the exquisite traditional craftsmanship of the indigenous people. This century-old structure retains its majestic yet rustic charm. Light streams through stained glass windows, casting reflections upon the wooden pillars and creating a serene, sacred atmosphere. Nearby lies the Kon Tum Bishop's house, featuring lush green grounds, ancient frangipani trees that provide shade year-round, an architecture deeply imbued with the character of the Central Highlands. The peaceful ambience here invites visitors to slow their pace and savor a sense of tranquility. Amidst these Western-influenced structures, the identity of the indigenous people remains clearly evident. It is this harmonious blend that gives Kon Tum its distinctive character. Leaving the city, the journey continues toward the country's westernmost point, the Indochina Junction. This is the spot where the borders of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia converge. Locals proudly share a saying about this place: a single rooster's crow is heard by all three nations. Standing at the border marker and gazing into the distance, one sees an endless expanse of green mountains and forests stretching across the three countries. From this vantage point, the mountain ranges appear to roll on endlessly. The border is no longer a dividing line, but has become a symbol of cooperation, peace, and friendship among the peoples. This land also preserves many historical landmarks, underscoring Kon Tum's strategic importance throughout the development of the Central Highlands region. As the sun slips behind the forests, the village comes alive with a bustling energy. People gather in the communal house courtyard or around the hearth, exchanging news and stories after a day of working in the fields. Familiar laughter and conversation fill the air, dispelling the weariness of the day's labor. Perhaps the most precious thing is not material possession, but the bonds shared between people. Whether for celebrations, times of sorrow, or festival seasons, the entire village joins hands to help. Everyone treats one another like family. Amidst a rapidly changing world, the local people continue to cherish these simple gatherings. For them, joy is often found in the simple act of sitting together chatting. listening to the echoes of gongs reverberating through the mountains, and feeling the warmth of neighborly affections. These are humble moments, yet they leave an indelible impression on anyone who visits Kon Tum. As evening falls, the sun bathes the distant mountain ranges in a crimson glow. The sunset casts a warm golden hue over the *rong house roofs, the Dak Bla River, and the vast ancient forests. Kon Tum is more than just a location on the map of Vietnam. It is a place where nature retains its pristine beauty. It is a place where traditional values are cherished and preserved with deep respect. It is a place where people live in harmony with the mountains and forests, with their community and with their own roots. Every resonating gong, every stroke of a paddle on the Dak Bla River, every meal shared by the fireside, and every simple, genuine smile from the locals tells a story of the bond between humanity and nature. If you ever wish to find a land where you can listen to the silence, experience cultural depth, and discover the authentic beauty of the Central Highlands, Kon Tum is a destination truly worthy of beginning that journey.